Hi guys, in this video I want to share with you a marketing campaign that I came across and that I was really excited about. It will highlight the power of a strong story, of knowing your target group, but also how in the ad marketing business we are always caught up that we have to lead all our traffic into the app stores. So this might give you another perspective on what you can do in order to market your app. So what marketing campaign am I talking about? I'm talking about Opera. Opera is a browser, if you don't know it, that struggles to actually be relevant next to Chrome, Firefox, and so on. So it's one of the browsers that isn't that mainstream compared to the other ones. They also have millions of users, but just compared to the big ones. And Opera did a very interesting campaign that I want to share with you because they decided to not do what every other browser is doing, but they decided to introduce a lot of features that come in handy. But instead of just doing a feature-based marketing campaign, they took a step back and really thought about, okay, what is the story of our target group? What are people thinking? And why is privacy actually very important to people in our age? So instead of just setting up a landing page that shows, well, we actually now have a VPN and now we really value your privacy, they started to tell a story. And it really resonated with me because I think I am one of the people in their target group, like in the buyer persona that they want to reach. So at least I felt like that. It was a video on YouTube that caught my attention, and maybe I can quickly just show it to you. So it's this sci-fi setting, and in this sci-fi setting, they use the setting to tell the story of how we aren't anonymous in our internet journey, and that we are actually only consuming. She, the protagonist, is the only one really being free from that, like from the cage of our mobile lifestyle, constantly being bombarded with impressions. But I don't want to like bore you with the details of the campaign. I just want to emphasize that you can take a look at the campaign yourself. I just want to emphasize that they really know their target group, because just when you know your target group, you can actually tell the story that they are telling themselves in the head. And they even got a step, get one step further, because they decided to speak about a society problem, an issue that we have as a society, like privacy. And the question really of the whole story is if we are controlling technology or if technology is controlling us. And Opera is your way of escaping that treadmill of being constantly reachable, being constantly active, constantly consuming, buying stuff online and things like that. So that is the frame that they set. You can also see this is a landing page they created especially for the people that watched the ad on YouTube. And when we scroll through the website, we see in the first cases, in the first paragraphs, they don't really sell their product. They sell the idea of escaping. So then we can click further, and then we another landing page that is just saying this is a new benchmark of surfing the web. Download Opera now. Of course, maybe just from best practices standpoints, this might not be the ideal way of doing it, like having two different websites. Maybe they could do it in one website, but having it a little longer and enticing their user base, their visitors more by further telling that story. But maybe this is also an A/B test that we're seeing right now, and they are actually doing that. But here, just on the second page, and this is how courageous this campaign really is, because when you think about how most people are doing it, most people are doing, okay, we have a Facebook ad, and then this Facebook ad is, we expect them to understand our product, wanting our product, going to the app stores, and then downloading our app. And then from downloading, they are activated within the app and they actually use the app. But what they do, and also what a lot of publishers are experiencing, is they use landing pages between the first touch point with a brand, which could be an ad on Facebook. But then in order to further explain why the user really needs that, they use a landing page or something like a vessel that people get more information on. And this is actually a bold move. And we will see more of that in the app space, because in the app stores, we have just a very limited amount of telling a story. Like the estate on the app pages is limited. So we also just have this rather generic approach of telling the story in one dimension, because we only have a set of one set of screenshots. So we have to decide what is the common denominator of people wanting to download our app. But we can't tell individual stories. We can't have different campaigns telling different stories. So maybe just think about, do you actually know your target group, the best in your industry? And are you expecting users right from watching an ad and then putting them into the app stores to understand your product and really to be able to make a decision? And maybe consider using a landing page instead, or having, because what does that come down to? That comes down to that you don't think channel first, but you think target group first. And then from your target group and from the story they tell in their head and from the issues that they have, you come up with a marketing campaign. And then from that marketing campaign, you can do lots of things with landing pages and have better ads that really communicate what you want them to communicate. So yeah, that was just a small hint, or I just wanted to share that because it really caught my eye. I will add the landing page links also into the description. And I also want to show you that at the end, like, I decided to download Opera, but then kind of the real magic stops, because okay, what they managed to do is get my history and my bookmarks from Google Chrome. So I'm good to go on Opera, but they didn't really activate me. They didn't really give me the feeling, well, this is your VPN, can exit it for free. The whole activation process flow, no onboarding at all, was missing. I wasn't incentivized to put my email somewhere to maybe get a retargeting via email, like getting into an autoresponder, or I also didn't get any kind of ads if I already downloaded Opera on Facebook or on YouTube again. Actually, I wanted to find the ad, but I couldn't find it, so I just wanted to show it to you like that. So Opera, there's still a lot that you can optimize, but otherwise, I think that's a great example of how powerful it can be, of knowing your target group and then producing something that is in alignment of the story that they tell in their head. So I'm looking forward to maybe your feedback. If you're already doing something like that, leave it down below. I'm looking forward to speak to you again. Bye-bye.